Hello guys, how is it going? I think we are finally live. Sorry about that, I am 2 minutes behind. I know some people are already saying in the chat, Ahmed, you have no patience, dude. You have no patience. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Which means I'm not a wizard. Yeah, you're quite right. Dude, how are we all doing today? Am I actually live? I think I am. I completely forgot to set up the chat, so let me do that real quick. Right. Yeah, I don't know what the quality is like, guys. So if it's good, let me know. If it's not good, also let me know. If you can hear me well, that means it's good. But I need to set up the YouTube comments. I think it's this one here. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be an exciting stream today. Exciting indeed. Let's move this up a little bit. Let's make it there. That's good. That's Gucci. And we're finally good to go. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another stream today. This time is going to be a C++ one. Hello, Robin. How's it going? It's good to see you here, man. You've been hitting the stream quite a lot recently. I like it. I got the demo thing. I just realized I haven't really tried it yet, but I will do this week because I got the email. So apologies for that. Right. What are we doing today? So for those who grew up in the late 90s, the early 2000s, and you had a Windows XP or Windows 98, you may have used a application called Winamp, right? So for those guys who were really kind of advanced Windows XP users, you'd have had a media player other than the Windows media player, which was the default one on Windows, and that was Winamp. With Winamp, you could kind of like get all sorts of themes going, which you can see here. There was some really cool themes. Actually, I had like this Mario one, which I can't really see it here, but yeah, and it was just an amazing player, to be honest. It was simple. It did what is said on the box, and that's it. Now, recently, these guys have actually, well, I guess they've been bought out by some investors, and the investors have finally kind of agreed to open source it. Well, in quotes, right? Open source, because it's not really open source if you read the license. And this has been like the butt of the joke for the past, week or so. Like a lot of the famous streamers started like ripping into this project. They started talking about this quite a bit because it's a little bit ridiculous, really. It just seems like, someone with no experience was tasked with putting the entire code base and the build tools on GitHub. And that's all they did. They created a repository and then just pushed everything to it. Things like binaries, other licensed code, proprietary code, and, quite a lot of that thing anyway. And in fact, what we're probably going to start with is like reading some of the issues, because I think they are hilarious. Like, people raise such stupid issues all the time, just because this is quite popular now, so obviously people are going to troll. But as far as I see, the admins are trying to get rid of most of them. But there are some really interesting ones here, and it's even more interesting than the issues are the actual pull requests that you can get here. So I read one really fun yesterday, which was English. Make it British English or something. There you go, British fire the update README, and it's just like Comedy Central right here. I would recommend you guys to go check out the repository and then just read all the all the lore, because it's really interesting. But anyway, so in this stream, we are going to try and build this, and I just realized that it might not be the wisest thing to build it on my machine. Like, do I trust this repository not to have like some really messed up code? Because I don't, right? I really don't. I don't trust that someone managed to get like a sneaky PR in that has some like massive security backdoor or something like that. But I guess we can figure it out, right? So we can definitely figure out if people actually manage to push anything that is malicious in any way. So we can kind of like go one by one. There aren't that many PRs here, so we can kind of see what kind of shit people have been trying to post. But yeah, anyway, so I hope this is a fun stream. So we're gonna try to build the whole thing. It only builds for Windows, as far as I'm aware, with Visual Studio 19 currently. This is what they said in the README, and whether or not it's easy to do it, we're gonna actually try it out. Hello Zim, how's it going, dude? So for all those that just joined in the stream, please like the stream. It does help me out quite a lot, especially when YouTube is trying to kind of advertise it to other people. The more likes I get, the more people view it. And also, it's really, really cool to be back. So I was basically ill for like just under a week now, since Tuesday last week. And on the weekend, I was like really not able to do anything really. So I was just like on the sofa or in bed all weekend, which was kind of annoying, to be honest. It's like no exercise. I could only eat soup, and then also not being able to do much coding except, you know, the odd push every now and then. Yeah, I'm just gonna start just by like scouting what kind of things I've got into the code base since they pushed the whole thing, just to make sure there isn't anything like suspicious that would dissuade me from actually building this on my machine and running it on my machine. Definitely been playing CS2. Oh mate, no, I to be honest, I did try a few weeks ago and I suck, man. I suck at CS2 so bad. I can't even, I was just flashing like my teammates left, right and center, and then reaction time was so bad. Files change 0. Wait, how'd you have a PR that doesn't have any file changes? But at the same time, you got it merged. So like, what did they do here? This is so confusing. This PR was mentioned in this monstrosity here. What is it? God, this guy just mentioned every single issue. What did he actually change? So he removed the license for what? For the, oh yeah, no, let's not get burned. Let's not read that. But this is a troll. You see, this is the kind of shit I'm wondering whether or not people were able to get into the code base, like things like this. And if I see a lot of these being added to the code base, we're probably not going to run it on my machine. We're going to try and build it somewhere, some other way. But yeah, but it's interesting that this was closed. This was not merged in, which is good, right? So anyway, let's move on to the next one and hope that it's a little bit better. Again, it was mentioned by that troll PR. This is just readme stuff. That's fine. Updating readme. Merge main. Let's just look at 2 in one go. I just want to make sure that like no like Chinese actors Chinese hackers were able to push anything here that would kind of mess everything up. I am not going to, 5,000 file changes. What the hell? Merge to main. Oh, so this is the commit that actually pushed everything into the repository. You can see here. And you can see the kind of like stupid stuff that they did. So like they're pushing a lot of DLLs, which is just, you know, build binary. You don't do that, obviously. Like if you have the code for this, you push the code so people can build it. But yeah, they're pushing a lot of stuff here. Like 7-zip has been for some reason added into the Git as well. Like 7-zip 64, lang, a lot of text files. Do you have a Windows VM? I don't, but I am now wondering whether or not I should get one, to be honest. I think I might actually get a Windows VM. So I don't really trust this anymore because like, from what I can see here, there's a lot of binaries which are probably mentioned in the build. So I don't know if it's going to be doing anything funny to my build, to be honest with you guys. So let's actually start with that, right? VirtualBox maybe. Yeah, I do have VirtualBox installed, I think, right? VirtualBox. We do have VirtualBox. Forget VM, do it unsafe. Ahmed, I was going to do this, but dude, I don't really trust this anymore, to be honest. Like there's too many things that can go wrong here. Put it that way. Just looking at the DLL files here, this is binary, which I can't review it. If it was like a C++ file, I could at least see if that like, you know, uploading things to somewhere dubious or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm also not going to read the C++ files anyway. Well, if I load a diff here, you know, it's unreasonable for me to do that. So we're going to try and create a Windows VirtualBox. Azure. No, this is not what I want. Somebody's telling me to clone Winamp for Linux. Is Winamp for Linux a thing as well? Winamp for Linux, GitHub. Yeah, but this is not by Winamp though, is it? I wanted to do the original, the OG, like, Git repository, or the OG project. Things go wrong only when there's a slim chance of things going wrong. If there's too many chances that it can go... Yeah, I mean, I would love to think like that as well. But yeah, we're gonna create a Windows VM, I think. On Hyper-V, how do we do this? We don't need VirtualBox, I think, in here, right? So we can just do a Hyper-V Windows Creators Update. So Hyper-V... Do I have Hyper-V? Apparently I don't, so I have to turn it on. Right? Virtual machine or something? Do I really not have Hyper-V enabled? Hypervisor platform is enabled. Right, is that something I have to install? I thought you just get Hyper-V with Windows anyway. So Hyper-V is like the Windows own VirtualBox kind of thing. It's like a Hyper-V. Easy tool to manage Hyper-V machines. Hyper-V. How do I get this? I thought this was like already a thing here. Oh, also does it mean that I have to restart? I have to like restart Windows if I am able to get this? Let's look at Windows 11 VMs on Hyper-V. Yeah, so I don't have an enterprise edition, so that might be the problem. Which means that we have to stick with Oracle, I guess, VirtualBox. Windows 11 Pro, which was what? How do I see my version of Windows? That's interesting. So my computer. My computer is gone, I guess, as well. Oracle VirtualBox, yeah. Yeah, but the problem is, like, do I have to kind of download Windows illegally? Because I didn't really want to do that on stream to not be banned, but yeah, I mean, I guess we can try that. Right click my computer, I think. Yeah, no, I'm just like putting in another tab because I don't want to leak anything that I'm not meant to, basically. Okay, so show more options, properties. Yeah, I have a Windows 11 Home, which is not any of these versions, which means I don't really have Hyper-V installed. That is annoying, isn't it? That is very annoying. Can I not just download Hyper-V? Is that something? Download for Windows 11. Enabling Hyper-V. Yeah, no. It's just on Enterprise or Pro. There's Windows 11 on Microsoft website if you can use. Hi Matt, you could download and install Windows without activating, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could do that as well, but that is technically still illegal though, and I'm not sure if YouTube is going to ban me if I do that. That's the problem, you know? So, can we... Is Windows 11 a thing here? For workstations, Windows app, whatever. You're trailing in it, trialing. Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am trialing, yeah. Let's go for that, right? Let's go for the VirtualBox way then. But see, the annoying thing is that if I do have a Windows build here, or a Windows VM, then I'm also going to have to install Visual Studio after that, which takes like an hour, by the way. So, can we just build it but not run it? Let's just build it but not run it, right? Let's just try and build it but not run it. maybe we can just take a look at the code and yeah, let me trust this a little bit, because I don't think I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. I should have created all these things before the stream, but yeah, risky for the biscuit. Yeah, indeed, risky for the biscuit. So let's risk it. While that's obviously downloading everything, let's see how to build it. Building of the Winamp desktop client is running based around Visual Studio 2019 and Intel IPP libs. You need to use exactly 61103. So is that something I get on Visual Studio installer? Because we can find that right now. Let's modify it and look for Intel IPP libs, right? This is what we're IPP libs. Funny name anyway. So we can go for IPP, is that a thing? Intel, nope, also not a thing. So how do I find this? How do I find this? I, of course, misspelled Google. Legacy libraries, right? So I guess this will be a legacy libraries. V6, 1, activate. So this is version 9. Don't necessarily want this one. Let's just copy this version string and try and build that. Vcpkg Intel IPP. So I guess, wait, if it's Vcpkg, do they already have that here? Dependencies. Yeah, they have they have some Vcpkg here. Vcpkg ports. What? Okay, so they've got their own Vcpkg. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Anyway, use build script file that makes 4 versions, debug and release, or use Winamp solution to find. Okay, let's open that one, shall we? Let's just open the solution file and see what happens, right? So, also, why is Spotify open? Oh shit, I forgot about ScumVim. We need to go back to that because it was actually quite cool. Open a project with a solution. Now let's look at the downloads documents. Dude, I keep leaking this. I'm gonna have to like delete this chunk of the video again. Can I move it? Can I hide it from here or something? No, I can't. Anyway, I'm gonna have to remove this part of the video later on. There you go. So we've got the solution file. And I do feel like, does it already have a Vcpkg? Retarget projects. The following projects use an earlier version of the Visual Studio C++ platform toolset. You can upgrade your project's targets using the latest Microsoft toolset. You can also select the target Windows SDK version from the installed on your machine. Okay, so I guess, is that safe to do? Do they have a particular version of the SDK that we have to use? Doesn't seem so. Doesn't seem so. Anyway, reading this. So there's a few dependencies. Copy it into... Wait, what? We take this, copy into this. So did they already take these dependencies? SRC. Well, I'm just taking an example. So they've got external dependencies. What is it called again? lib disk ID. So are we supposed to be doing that? Because that is annoying. If we have to like, let me take this, modify it, unpack it to archive, to unpack. What? I am so confused. Like there is so, this is not like a good instruction document at all. So it's looking like we're gonna have to like download this and put it here, right? Yeah, from the looks of it. Dependencies. And then we're also gonna have to do the same for libvpx, which is not here. And then we take this, modify it and unpack it to archive. Run unpack this to unpack and process the DLLs. Okay, that is so weird. That is so weird. I'm gonna close that. And I guess it's just not gonna build, right? So if we did a build, in fact, is it Control-Shift-B? If we just try to build it, it's not gonna go through. I've seen a lot of warnings, but no errors so far. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. A lot of errors. A lot of errors. Also, where's my errors tab? Can I view it? Window. Error list, there you go. Cannot convert 2 arguments from this into that. Yeah, safe to say it's not going to build straight away, but I want to see how far, like how many errors we get in the end. Because the chances are we're going to build this and then we're simply going to like try and fix the errors one by one, because there will be loads of missing dependencies because we haven't downloaded any of this yet, right? So we just haven't done that. To build OpenSL, you need to install 7-zip, NASM. What is NASM? Is that something to do with assembly? This project is a web page for the net-wide assembler, an assembler for the x86 CPU architecture, portable to nearly every modern platform. And with code generation for many platforms, older than new. Cool. Yeah, so it's just an assembler in the looks of it. And Perl. There's a lot of dependencies. Let's be honest. There's a lot of dependencies you need to install here to actually build this. And DirectX 9. Well, I don't understand what they say. Like they use DirectX 9. We take DirectX 9 June 2010 from Microsoft. Modify it. Like modify what? What do they want me to modify? And unpack it to archive. Run this to unpack it. So are they saying that they take it and they modified DirectX 9 and then they packed it and you can unpack it with this? Because that's what we're going to try. But so at least I can see that the only dependency that we may actually need to download is this one here. The rest of them have like a script that will pull it, and we're going to try them in a second after this is finally kind of built. It's a big project, this though, I will say. I don't want to see the warnings. Just the oh shit, this is building ASM as well. This has got assembly. You know it's hardcore when you look at a C++ header or a C header and you start seeing assembly. Which is fine, I guess, but how many of you can understand what this does though? Move something, a register to X. I don't know what this means. Definitely moving some memory into a register. Like register A. to something. Something pushing into the stack. Cool. I mean, when I see a real implementation of assembly, my heart skips a beat and I remember my childhood. You had a very happy childhood, Ahmed, from the looks of it. I wish I did too. Yeah, I actually never wrote any assembly until I got to uni. And it was only like 6502. Which, by the way, is one of our projects here on the channel. I'm actually creating a 6502 emulator. And it's going quite well. I've got nearly all of the instructions supported. It's not really difficult when there's only like 150 of them. So yeah, I owe most of my happy childhood memories to my Commodore 64. Yeah, but Commodore 64 had a nice assembly though. You know what I mean? This here is x86 assembly, which is not nice. It's not made for humans to read. It's made for compilers to read. So yeah. Video is lagging when you're building. I'm sorry about that, dude. It's nearly done though. Promise. It's nearly done. I hope anyway. I mean, this says it's nearly done. I don't know. Right, yeah. I can see my camera completely lagging. Yeah, boys, I need to get a build machine. I need to get a build machine and use my machine to actually stream that build machine. There's like, yeah. It seems like building takes like all of my cores, and OBS is taking all of my GPU. So yeah. There's nothing we can do here except just wait. I'm hoping that we're gonna get this built today though. A slideshow of you is worth 10 4K videos of other streamers. Thank you, dude. That means a lot. That means a lot. Now we're actually nearly done. Let's bring up the task manager so we can see. This is for sure taking all of my like 12 cores. And I have no idea where the GPU is going. Let's take a look at this. Just 100% usage everywhere on the build. Like, it doesn't even like scale, it just shoots up to 100 as soon as you start measuring it. GPU could be better though. The GPU could be doing more work here, but I'm not going to complain. We're nearly there now. So it does depend on SPD log as well, so we can get that one. Come on, come on. My machine is hot, you know. I just feel that the quality of the stream is not very good for like 5 minutes, and that wouldn't be amazing. What is interesting is that this is taking just as long as, you know, ScumVerm takes. And ScumVerm is like a collection of like 50 different projects. But this is just one thing that plays audio music, you know? Which is, you know, kind of shows you how bloated it may be. Initializing conversion from T tied to long, possible loss of data. I mean, we stopped seeing the errors for now, though. Winamp v6 has been built. Okay, so maybe this is the last one. So the first thing we're going to solve is like finding where SPD log is. I guess it will be here somewhere, right? So sp the log. Nope. Like, no idea where they're downloading that from. Okay, yeah. Now, once we build this, maybe, just maybe, we should actually run all these scripts that they ask us to build, to use. Okay, good. Right, I should be back now. Hello. This is like as smooth as it can be. Let's see this now. Oh my god. I just want to see how much it goes down. How much it goes down now. Right, please go down. Please. Why is my CPU still on 100% usage? I am so confused. What is using it so much? There you go. So it's going down now. Good. I mean, that was interesting. 5 minutes of just pure multi-thread building, taking all of my... Yeah, so now we are able to observe and consume so much more frames of view per second. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, so let's actually... You know, there's a lot of like third-party dependencies that are missing, because obviously I didn't download them. The one that's interesting is SPD log here, because I know this one, and this is just a logging library. So my question is, where is this supposed to come from? Because I have no idea. Because they didn't mention this at all in the README, right? So I wonder, does it come from install packages? .cmd? Yeah, so this is actually doing a little VC package call here. Do I have VC package? I do have VC package. Can I just upgrade it first though? VC package upgrade. Let's just upgrade it just to make sure. Oh, update, is that a thing? Okay. I have no idea where VC package is in my... Okay, found it. This is how you upgrade VC package, by the way. You just like download, or you just pull whatever's on master. Which for me is quite a lot. Okay, so this will do a VC package upgrade now. Okay, VC package update, is that the same thing? Okay, good. Yeah, so this is kind of like downloading some VC package shit, I guess. Local, if it exists, local VC package. VC package was deleted. If VC package exists, what? We delete VC package. Clean up the environment. Wait, so it has VC package as a dependency. Wait, what? So they have a dependency inside SRC, external dependencies. They expect you to have that. I'm worried about running this script on my machine. It seems like this is some kind of script that they give their devs to use. So it kind of always re-downloads VC package, but I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to like delete stuff in my app data directory. That's dubious as hell, isn't it? So if computer name is no soft build box, is this some like hard coded script for like a particular build box that they've got? Echo uncompress the Qt debug DLLs. What? So they actually like they've got like debug builds of Qt in here somehow, and it's in what? Qt. What's there? Wait, what? No, they don't. So it's supposed to be... What's the... I am so confused. They're like trying to uncompress Qt. But obviously that has been removed. Maybe they did do that. Maybe it's now been removed. But they removed the Qt debug DLLs, but forgot to actually remove this script which mentions that. Right? So just to make sure, like let me test that theory. So Qt debug DLLs, something like that. No, yeah, there's no files named Qt or folders for that matter. So this is not valid at all. Uncompress the Qt release DLLs, which is also weird because I don't have this. I don't have this at all. Uncompress the Qt DLLs. Uncompress the Qt release DLLs. What? This is the same. So Qt 5x12. How is... Wait, what? They were packaging the commercial release of Qt within this somehow. But I think they've since removed it. They probably realized that this is not legal and then kind of removed it. Interesting, isn't it? In fact, let's test that theory. So we have the repo right now, right? So let's see if we go back to... Is Qt mentioned in here at all? Yeah, there you go. So they delete the Qt directory. So they did actually have like a build of Qt being available with this. Wow. Yes, me too. Binary file not shown. But I can still see this. So they've removed it from Git, but they haven't removed it from the history. That is so fucked. Look, they're still like distributing a release of commercial Qt in here. Try to run a VM, man. Otherwise, you kaboom your OS. No, I'm not even like gonna run this. I don't think I'm gonna build it anyway. I just wanna code review this with you guys. I think this stream is gonna actually turn into just a code review. But yeah, I mean, you see, they were distributing some Qt stuff. So they removed it from the history, or they removed it from their Git, but forgot to remove it from history. So in essence, I can still download it from their repository, which is still pretty sure this is still illegal, right? Which, by the way, this you can actually do that, right? So you can remove a file from Git history. I'm pretty sure because I've done this before. And it's a bit hacky, but you can do it. So like this creates a ton of commits and cause divergence. You probably want to force push after. But you know, if you're trying to do something like this, where you've like accidentally pushed an API key or a binary that you're not supposed to push, something like, you know, Qt, for example, or something like, you know, 7-zip, you're going to have to, 1, remove it from your repository, 2, actually remove it from the history. And there's a few different ways as far as I know. Like I have done this before. So like, yeah, you can, for example, remove a particular commit and then force push it so it's not on the history anymore. Or you can do a bunch of these commands here. So clearly they've just removed the file and they haven't actually removed the history, which is unfortunate, right? Very unfortunate. But let's continue reading this because this is getting interesting. We're getting all of the stuff here. So basically what we can do is like, we can actually contribute to this project right now and then just delete this stuff like that they clearly forgot to do. So this for one will not work except if you're on their I guess the build box or something, right? So if I do computer name, it's not even a thing, right? Is that a thing? No. Yeah, so this shouldn't be here for sure, right? So the logic was, I guess this was supposed to do something like if you're building with their build machine, then you're going to build the debug DLLs. else you're going to build the release DLLs, or you're going to use the release DLLs of Qt. So should we do that? Let's just remove that, because I think these guys were meant to remove that, so we can start making this a little bit better for them. Remove Qt from install scripts. Right? So instead of like absolutely trolling these guys, let's actually help them out. So this is gonna have to go. I suspect they can pull Qt with Vcpkg, right? Okay, yeah. And we can possibly do something like this as well. Like we can make this a little bit better. But instead of removing the Vcpkg from an external dependency, we can do a different PR that will kind of just assume that the user has Vcpkg installed, which to me is a better thing to do. Like just say you need it as a build dependency rather than like, rather than downloading it from your build script, which is what they're doing here. So they're downloading Vcpkg and whatnot, and then installing it. So basically we remove all of that and then just use it as a build dependency. Another one, isn't it? But, you know, let's push this for now. I'm gonna have to change the stream, so like making their life a lot better. Ooh, what the hell just happened here? So I modified a bunch of shit that I didn't mean to. Which is fine, I guess, right? We don't really care about anything in source. The only thing we care about is this one here, though. Git commit. Oh, I can't even push this. What the hell am I doing? I should have like forked it in the first place. Yeah, let's commit a crime here, guys. So we're gonna do a fork, which we're not really meant to. If you read their license, I think they've changed it since then, though. But yeah, code. In fact, I'm not even logged into GitHub, so let me go in a tab that I'm actually logged in. There you go. So let's create a fork of this, shall we? Sorry about the white screen. 2.6 thousand forks. Copy the commit branch only, community branch only. Yeah. There you go. We're going to be arrested now, guys. Okay. And with this, we can kind of go and try and contribute. Let's close VS Visual Studio because we don't really want to run it in the first place. So we're probably not going to build in this stream anymore. Sorry for that. We're just gonna turn this into a code review / making it better kind of thing. Let's remove Winamp. So we can't remove that because it's not empty. What? There you go. How about that? If the command line doesn't work, let's try it with the UI. Receiving objects. Why is it so slow? Why is it receiving like one object a day? There you go. God. Oh yeah, these must be the binaries, the really long binaries. So this must be like literally a gigabyte file or something. We're still going, still going. Oh gosh. This is fun, isn't it? What? And they've built their own ports of VC package recipes. I do want to see how they've done all of this. Yeah, and this is where SPD log comes from. It would be amazing if you can like just install these things from the remote instead of the ports of VC package. But yeah, install packages here. Huh. Okay. Let's do that same thing again so we can push this again. Oh, get check out minus B. I'm not sure if this is also gonna stay here, but yeah. Okay, now we can safely like raise a PR here, right? So we can I guess go to the Winamp project and then create a PR for it. And of course I have made a typo, so let's let's redo that. So git rebase minus I head equals 1. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna edit it, right? Yeah. Oh. There you go. So git push post release, and boom, we are here again. And that's actually all right now. Yeah, so what I wanted to do is actually to kind of point out to them that they have left this stuff in the history. So in fact, what they want to do is kind of like, I'm going to suggest that they rebase interactive this into whatever the hell they've added the initial code, which I guess was like one of these commits here, and then just force push it, because that might be the easier solution instead of like do either have to message GitHub or kind of, yeah, all the Git stuff. Oh, this repo got his real-time reaction to this commit as it happened right during his recording. No, I guess someone other than the main guys made it. Who's Brody? Anyway. we're just gonna like mention that in this PR. Install packages. What's it called again? It's install packages, right? Install dash packages. Be careful. That should at least hide the change from history. Otherwise, Google how to remove the directory entirely from Git and its history. Okay, I'm gonna create this and hope that people don't troll me, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of trolls on this now. Okay, like let's continue now, right? So what do we have here? There's a bunch of PRs that have just been open. Hi Matt, you're really optimistic in the fact that they'll even look at your PR. The owners are all incompetent. I don't know, dude. They might. But again, it's difficult, right? It's difficult when you have like 10 people opening a PR every day with things like this, right? When instead of helping, they're just complaining and trying to be funny on the internet. And sometimes they are funny, I'm not gonna lie, but it looks good to me, very Sigma. Fine, gentlemen, fine. Anyway, so to make it a little bit more reviewable, right? From the looks of it, let's actually put a little emoji here. So what is the tiki head? Wait, what's the tiki head emoji? Wait, what? Is that not like an actual emoji? You know, the side, this one here, this is the one I meant. This is an emoji, right? This is like actually an emoji. Yeah, it is. There you go. That's Moyal. Okay, Moyai. I'm gonna, right. So Moyai, how do you spell it? Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. That's definitely going to be useful in the future. Right, let's continue with this now. So we've removed one thing. Can we make the VC package stuff better? Because I think we can, right? So what they're doing in this script is, this is obviously something that they intend you to kind of call at this when you pull the repository, so you can have all of the VC package dependencies. But in reality, you don't need to like delete the user's VC package and reinstall it every time, right? You can just kind of make sure that the user has VC package. I don't see the point of doing this at all. Like, you just got to make sure the VC package exists. That's all. So that they're checking that the directory exists. And if it does exist, they're going to clone. Sorry, they're going to check that VC package does not exist, the directory. And if it doesn't exist, they're going to clone VC package into this repository. So first thing is, can you not just add it as a submodule if you want to do that anyway? Hi, what are you building today? I'm not actually building. I was going to build it, but then I realized that it's just a massive security risk if we build it and then run it on my project, on my computer. But Adash, welcome to the stream again, dude. And we are looking at the Winamp project. So the joke of a project that's Winamp. So yeah, I mean, you can just like remove all of this. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you should just expect that the user has VC package. In fact, if you want to check something like that, what you actually do in batch is, well, I guess in PowerShell would be something like get command. And then I do VC package or something. VC package, if I can spell it. And then it will tell you what the source is. So really, what I can do is like make sure that this isn't empty. Like source isn't empty. It's empty, I think. System string, empty. Yeah, there will be like a way to kind of see whether or not VC package dot, name is a thing or. But this is kind of like PowerShell. Obviously, they're not using that. They're using CMD, which is, a batch script, I guess. Well, yeah, what is the difference between batch and CMD? Are they the same thing? I haven't really done much of either. I've done way more PowerShell in my time, though. At least that's what I did when I worked at Microsoft. And in fact, PowerShell is actually quite nice to read. Believe it or not, it's really, really nice to read and write in PowerShell. It's like much more of a language compared to Bash. But, you know, bottom line is, you don't need to download Vcpkg every time. You can just like tell the user to install it beforehand and have it in the kind of like path in the user's environment variables. So if it does exist, echo Vcpkg is available updating. So we are going to update it and patching ports. I see what this is doing. So this is X copy. Yeah, so see, remember how I told you guys that they've got their own ports here, right? So they have all of their ports in here that I guess they've created these with actual patches that they have, right? Not too sure. Or maybe not. Maybe, you know, this one here, for example, just seems to be port file.cmake. It seems to just be like a straight up kind of copy from Vcpkg's repository. But yeah, I mean, some of them might have like patches that they applied themselves. Which one? Can you do that? Can you like patch, for example, lib Fiora if it has a different like license to you and not like upstream it? Because some of the licenses do require you to actually, you know, when you create a patch or when you distribute modified software, to actually push back to the repository as well. So I would be very surprised if all of these, you know, given the history of this project, if all of these dependencies actually don't, you know, if these are actually fine to be edited and not pushed back to their repository or to be distributed in the first place like this. But assuming that they've done their homework, assuming that this is all fine, you know, that's what they're doing here. So they've got like libraries or ports, recipe files for Vcpkg that they've created themselves, and they're basically just copying these things onto the Vcpkg installation, right? So it uses those ports instead. Now the question is, does Vcpkg already contain something that will let you say where the ports are located? Because you might not have to like to replace whatever ports they have in here or whatever port Vcpkg comes with, you know, because when you if I just show it to you guys what it actually looks like when you clone Vcpkg, you've got development and then you've got Vcpkg here. You know, it comes with a lot of ports, you see? So this is a list of all of the ports, all of the libraries that you can install with Vcpkg. What they're doing is just like replacing some of these with whatever they have. That's it. So I do wonder if they've got, for example, you know, let's just do this in alphabetical order. Okay, so zlib here is one of them, right? So zlib is one of the packages they would be replacing. So I wonder if they do anything differently to the one that's already in Vcpkg. And if so, what? What do they do? Let's just take that one as an example. So zlib. Yeah, so they do, see, they have extra patches because the one that's currently here has 3 patch files in it, prevent, and they've got like skip building examples.patch. So they've obviously modified that one. And build static or shared, not both, patch, Android and Mingwin. Oh, have they added it here, or is this something that we have because we are on an older version of it? I don't know now. No, they've added this. Look at this. Look at this CMake. They've definitely added this. But yeah, you know, this is my point. So they've got some packages from they've copied the packages from Vcpkg, added some extra patches to it, and now they are redistributing it, which is fine. It might have issues with licenses. I don't really know, but yeah. But my point is, does Vcpkg provide some sort of option that lets you specify where the ports should be found? Because if it does, then we don't have to have, you know, any of this at all. We can just kind of change the README to kind of install everything that it needs here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to find that out now and try to create the PR for it. Vcpkg install custom ports. Hey, yo, guys, what's up? Hello, Muslight. How's it going, dude? Good to see you here. To install custom ports of Vcpkg, you can use the vcpkg install command and say vcpkg overlay. Thank you, AI. Right. Custom overlay apparently is the one, right? So in this tutorial guides you how to package a library for Vcpkg using a custom overlay. We recommend that you read the packaging library. Okay. I'm good, man. How about you? I'm much better now, dude. So I was ill literally all weekend and most of last week as well. since the last stream, basically. That's when I got really bad. Always love to see you deal with C++. I wish you have more content than Go. I wish you have more content than Go. Yeah, I mean, I used to do a lot of C++ streams, but you know, you kind of get more viewers, you kind of get more people interacting with you if you do Go, which is not a bad thing either. I enjoy doing it. But I'm also doing this so the channel doesn't die, put it that way. Yeah, so it seems like we can have Vcpkg, we can create a topic branch. This is not what I want. What? Install a package for a custom build configuration. Install a private or custom dependencies. This is what we just read, right? Copy the contents of the port into your overlay ports directory. For this tutorial, you modify vcpkg sample library port in packaging tutorial. Is that something we already have in here as well? So where's V? V. Wait, sample tutorial. Yeah, we don't have the sample one here, but I guess, you know, you'll be one of these. We do vcpkg install overlay ports equals there. Using source at vcpkg sample. So it seems to me, right? It seems to me that you can just do overlay ports, right? So yeah, can we just do that? So let's see that. Let's see if that works. So they've got all of these ports in here in vcpkg ports, right? So if we do, for example, vcpkg install, let's bring that up because we're going to need some of these. So alac, for example, alac is one of them, right? So if we do vcpkg, or in fact, vcpkg install -- overlay ports equals this overlay location, or in fact we can just get the current thing. Oh wait, what is the pwd? Is it get command or get path? Get path. Is alias a thing? Yeah, there you go. pwd is equals to which get location. There you go. So what if we did vcpkg install this is going to be equal to get location, and then we do alac, right? So alac x86 Windows static.md. What? vcpkg is not a thing. What? Yeah, I don't want to call it in this directory. So expected an expression, port name, vcpkg install port name, code boost. So there's something wrong here. So what are we doing wrong? Do we have to put like the string beforehand as well? That's weird, isn't it? Do we actually have to do this? No, we don't. It's been a while since I last hopped in. What did you do with the 6502 emulator? Oh yeah, Stefan, I remember you from the emulator. It's still going, dude. So like I still basically code on it every day. I'm trying to like just increase the support for the opcodes. I did have a break with it for like a month or two, but now I picked it back up like a month ago. So it's nearly completely done now, actually, which is interesting. And then once I've got support for all the opcodes, I'm going to do like a graphics library for it as well, so we can do some interesting programs. And so they pointing to Vcpkg of a local build, I guess. Yes, they are. So in this case, they are, if you look up here, they are actually downloading Vcpkg in the same directory as the root directory of this project. So it's going to be like winamp/Vcpkg. So they're going to like cd into that and then, go into, do all of this stuff from there. But, I see what's going on. So maybe the install Vcpkg. This is what we need, right? So install this. Nope. Why don't I have this option? Why don't I have this option? So Vcpkg install help. What do we get from that? The overlay ports. Directions of overlay ports, also Vcpkg overlay ports. Yeah, so why isn't this working? Wait. It's complaining about something else. Like it's complaining about the dot here. Oh my god, that's why. I'm an idiot. There you go. There you go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? I do wonder where did it come from. Okay. A suitable CMake was not found. It's downloading CMake now. Why did you add the MD at the end of... Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize you posted that. Install this first argument. Okay, so it does find it in the right place now, which means that this is completely unnecessary. Like they can just tell the user to install Vcpkg and then kind of, not have all of this bullshit here. That's kind of making sure that the directory exists, and if it doesn't exist, it's going to download Vcpkg as a pseudo submodule. They haven't even used submodules for that matter, which kind of worries me a little bit because this is going to mess up. This is not really going to mess up with my system's Vcpkg installation. But if I already have Vcpkg installed, I don't really care about installing a different installation of Vcpkg, do I? And I also want to use my cache that I've already got in my machine. So this is completely unnecessary, in my opinion. So we're gonna definitely improve this. So in triplet is unable to find a valid Visual Studio instance. Could not locate the following paths were examined for Visual Studio instances. What? So do we not have community installed? Like we already have Visual Studio installed. So like, why is it not finding Visual Studio? If you were going to use a package manager, what would you use instead of Conan? Probably Vcpkg. That either one or the other, to be honest. It depends on what you're working with. If you're working with Visual Studio or Microsoft stuff, I'm more inclined to use Vcpkg just because it probably works better, right? They have like actual Microsoft people working on it, so you can't beat that. And it also integrates quite well with Visual Studio. However, if I'm doing like a project that is building for multiple platforms and multiple OSs and a lot of like cross compilation, so yeah, I mean the system library, for example, I might use Conan instead. What, you're on Linux XD? I'm not on Linux, I'm on Microsoft. I'm on Windows right now. I do have WSL, so if you catch me on my other streams, I tend to use WSL because it's nicer to use, for sure. I feel like, if you're doing dev stuff, Linux is just, in my opinion, a better dev experience. It's just simple as, really. No, I mean, it's what you can't use Conan and Vcpkg. You can use Conan and Vcpkg on Linux, on both of them, yeah. What I'm saying is that because Microsoft actually has, people getting paid to work on Vcpkg, then it's probably more likely to work better on Windows than Conan is. You might find less issues. In fact, we've had issues before with Windows and Conan quite a lot, right? So when we were building things like Qt and Boost in the past on the stream, we did really waste like 1-2 hours in each stream just trying to kind of fix the Conan recipes. Are you sure you can execute PowerShell commands from CMD file? No, I'm not sure. But this is just on my PowerShell. I'm not adding any PowerShell commands in here. I'm just trying to see if this is going to work, if the overlays port is going to work, basically. Which it does. It seems to pick the right thing. Now, the only problem is that I'm getting unable to find the Visual Studio instance, which is not quite right because I do already have that. Install the latest Visual Studio installer, even if you have Visual Studio Code installed. Check the boxes and install desktop tools for Linux. We have that. We for sure have that, don't we? Let's see. Visual Studio installer. Yeah, modify it. And let's see if we have the desktop environment stuff. Yeah, see, we've already got that. We don't want any game development for sure. Okay. Let's just see another one. Yeah, this is an interesting one though. In triplet x86 Windows static, unable to find a valid Visual Studio instance. Could not locate a complete Visual Studio instance. The following paths were examined for Visual Studio instances. So what does the triplet say? If we go into Vcpkg ports and ALAC, we got this here. It doesn't really do anything with Visual Studio at all, does it? Yeah, interesting. Interesting indeed. I've had that issue before. For me, I had to remove the build tools and just leave VS. Yeah, what's up? Hello, Mr. Incognito. How's it going, dude? Good to see you here. Good to see you again, right? Second time. Mohasar, try with Dev Terminal. That's a very good suggestion, mate. You might have just kind of fixed the issue. Do I want to open with... Yeah, why not? Let's open it with admin as well. Okay, we still have Vcpkg. Yeah, that is good. Thank you, Mohasar. So for those who don't know, once you install Visual Studio on your machine, you get the development, so the developer shell, right? So developer PowerShell or the batch, and this actually has some paths to Visual Studio in its like environment setup, as well as it runs some kind of like bootstrapping scripts as well whenever you open the shell. So that might be what we're missing here, right? So we're missing those paths in here. So let's try that. So thank you very much for the suggestion now. And now this is what we're going to do, right? So we're going to go in here. So we have Vcpkg ports or something? Yeah. No, it still doesn't work. Vcpkg appears to be in Visual Studio prompt targeting X, but installing for this. Consider using triplet. What? Why do I get this warning in here and not this warning in here? The following packages will be built and installed from ALAC. And I guess it will pull the package and then whatnot. But at the end of the day, we still get the same thing. So in triplet, this could not locate a complete Visual Studio instance. Should we AI it? I think we're gonna AI it, right? So we're gonna chat GPT it and see what's going on. So how to fix the Vcpkg Visual Studio error. because it's just not finding a valid instance of Vcpkg, which is a bit weird, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I have Visual Studio installed with this particular thing in it. Google VC Vassal Visual Studio 20. Yeah, that's a good path to Visual. Okay, we can pass it. We can pass it. Did we forget to bootstrap it? I don't think I did, right? This is for sure already done. Development Vcpkg. Bootstrap. Okay, I have no idea what bootstrapping does it. Integrate, install. But now if we go back to dev, ooh, that's my ugly face. God damn it. Here. Okay, so it did work now. So it was just bootstrapping that we failed to do, I guess. Somehow that bootstrapping will find Visual Studio or something. So that has to go in the README as well, right? So let's say we were to make this better. Let's say we were to actually make a change to this. Which means we're probably going to create a new branch. So improve install script Vcpkg commands, right? Let's just call it that for now. And let's push it to our fork as well. Does not appear to be a Git repository. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Forgot the origin there. So let's close all of this because we are not going to use that for now. I guess this is still building. So it did actually work, to be fair. Like it did actually build exactly that overlay for it. Which means that this kind of proves you don't have to mess up with the user's ports of Vcpkg, and you don't really have to mess up with any of this either. Oh. Like you can just comment this out, really. And this will still work, like, right? If you still, you know, I guess what we want to do here is do a remark or a comment. Make sure Vcpkg is installed in the user's, what is it? The user's machine, right? What we can do is search for, you know, cmd command to check tool exists or installed. Windows. What the hell is that? Then press open the command wmy. Okay. Test to check if Windows program is installed properly. No, I don't want to do that. I want to just check if like a terminal application is available. Does anyone in the chat here do command line stuff on Windows? That's not PowerShell or the batch files. In fact, yeah. What is CMD versus bat file? CMD file, the error level variable. Okay, so there is a difference. In a .cmd file, the error level variable changes even on successful command that is affected by command extensions, when command extensions are enabled. Whereas in bat files, the error level variable changes only upon errors. Okay, so there are differences. Interesting. I thought they were the same. Where Q command and then see if error level equals 1. That is true, but does it work in a CMD as well? The differences between a CMD and a BA as far as cmd.exe is concerned are: with extensions enabled, path, append, prompt, set, associate in the CMD files will set error level regardless of the error. .bat sets error level only on errors. So okay, so there is a difference. I don't quite get this. Like, is CMD safer to do? So CMD will fail if anything fails, but bat might not. Is that what this means? Should work, since if there are fails, then it sets the error level anyway. Yeah, that's a good point though. But the thing is, I'm not sure if they command you where Q command. What was it meant to be? Because I think YouTube might have deleted your comment, my dude. The first one. So check. Yeah, batch. Check if command exists. That's what I want to do. If command is a recognized command, then okay, yeah. Where my command? Okay, where seems to work. Now if we do this here, right? If we do where Vcpkg, it doesn't work. Wait, what? Okay, so what does that actually do? What does where actually do? Where Vcpkg echo. Can I not do like error level in here? Can I not do batch variables in here? Error level equivalent. Last exit code. Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay, so if we do where Vcpkg and we do last exit code. What if I do something that doesn't exist, like there? Oh, that also does. So where doesn't it? Where doesn't quite work? I've done where minus q, so it's silent. That's why you only need the error level. Yeah, you only need the error level. But the thing is that where doesn't even seem to work on the PowerShell. I could swear that PowerShell was like completely backwards compatible with batch though, wasn't it? Hello sir, hello GTX, how's it going, man? Good to see you here. Yeah, I thought that where would work, right? So where, for example, what is something that works? Yep. Is it last error code? Like last exit code? If I do something that doesn't work like this. Why is it? So it's always returning 0. Is that correct? That's to help my sister with her English letter, so couldn't join soon. No, don't worry, dude. You know, focus on the things that are important. Yeah, I guess we're going to try whatever you said, dude. Whatever Stefan said. Let's try this one. And I'm hoping that this works, right? So if we do... if error level... This is for quiet. I'm supposing this is quiet. Do you have it working? No, I don't. And I am convinced that we're probably not going to get it working in this stream because it's too risky. I need to sort out a virtual machine with Visual Studio in it so we can actually build it. Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, it's too late now for ChatGPT. Error, Vcpkg is not installed. Can we exit as well? Like, how do we exit? Fail. I want to fail, basically, if it's not already failed. So batch, error, fail. Exit, apparently, seems to be the one. Exit minus B. Okay. Oh, did I do backwards slashes? Sorry, I completely missed that. Yeah, you are quite right. So exit. That's kind of what we want to do, right? And then in here, we can just remove all of that. We can do an echo for sure. Do all of these. We don't want to CD into that. What we do want to do is like find the current script directory and set the overlay thing, right? So that's the overlay thing. Where is it? To the ports directory. Okay, so this is kind of what we're going to plan to do with this PR. So basically assume that the user already has Vcpkg, and if not, we're going to like just print that Vcpkg not installed. Please install. This is going to change, right? So we kind of just want to run whatever system they have. In fact, can I do a QL? Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 56. So that is 14. So 13 at L. 2 at L, I guess. Okay. What we're going to do as well is just do one call to everything. So we're going to do this and then overlay ports equals. That should have been something like, you know, the path, whatever variable is supposed to be here. So whatever, you know, Vcpkg, ports, path, I guess, or ports there, right? That's what we want to do. We want to have this thing in there. Replace my command with Vcpkg. Okay, I'm kind of lost now. You guys lost me. But that's what we're going to do, right? Compiling for Windows with a container is tricky. From what I know, you need to be running a server version of Windows to even use associated. I don't mean like a container, I just mean a virtual machine, not a container. Instead of doing mental arithmetic to figure out offsets, just use the relative line numbers on the far left of the gutter for your information. Yeah, that's a good point. I did not realize I had the I had this in there. I don't usually have this extension enabled. So, yeah, we got to set this thing in here, right? So let's, again, Google for batch things because I don't really know batch. So batch get current script directory. I guess there's going to be like a PWD thing or whatever. Very simple. Set local. How does this make sense? Like how did someone how did the person who make batch look at this and think, yeah, this is definitely how we should be getting the current scripts directory? Like it makes no sense. Set local cd/d, I guess that's directory. dp0, I don't know what dp0 is, but let's figure out. So if I was to just open a command prompt, right? Now we can do batch in here. So what is dp0? Nothing. Is that? Was it error level the one before? Yeah, okay. So error level works in here, you see. Line 27, instead of doing, okay, not missed anything. Within your batch file, do set my path equals cd. So does cd work? Okay, yeah, cd works, but is that equals to the batch directory though? You can use my path to reference the path correct is my path. This is the finest and this is the simplest and this is the finest and simplest solution. Yeah. It would have been better if they did something like, can you put emojis here? Does it work? I was going to put the tiki head in here. This is not a good solution because it does not take into account the batch script being called from another. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So it just looks like it does the current directory, which is not what we want. So dp0 seems to be the one though. Bat directory, missing and push D. So this seems to be a thing, right? The person who made batch was almost as smart as the person who thought up OOP. I would say that at least OOP is kind of useful. Batch though, not sure about it. Yeah, it seems like this dp0 thing might be the answer for us, right? So if we were to do this, so if we were to kind of, I guess, set, and then we have, what is it, Vcpkg? The convention here is definitely lowercase, right? They're using lowercase for everything, so, except variables. Does he have a space? No, he doesn't. dp0. I have no idea. Like this is literally alien syntax to me. In fact, can we just do this? There you go. And the thing is, how can we do like new lines in a batch file? So cmd batch command multiple lines. Multiple lines command. How to execute commands that use backslashes. Split long commands in multiple lines for Windows. Is it the same as Linux where you put a backslash? It can't be, right? No. Oh yeah, the hat. I have seen this before. Never mind. That is the one. So what we're going to do is something like this, right? So we want to do this and then another one, and then we want to, you know, kind of split it. Let's do it. So let's begin doing a QL. We're going to go in here. We're going to select and go on there, cut it, and that. Oh. And yeah, we're going to do that. So we have 16, so 16 at L. And is it done for us? Except it didn't do this one. We don't need that anymore. And that's literally all of the install packages CMD should do, right? So literally just install the thing, and that's it. Echo installing packages. And for new line, I do echo, yes, with a colon. Okay, I just use CD. Yeah, but CD, it doesn't take into account this install package is being called from a different directory, right? It's kind of like using pwd as the current directory for the current running script in Linux. That's my only worry. But apparently this does take that into account. So this is the actual directory of everything. So it should really be, I guess, this and something like Vcpkg ports, right? I am very worried about what this whole thing here is doing, so I'm just going to comment it all out because I have no idea. And this should have been, I'm not sure if someone's already said that, but it should have been Vcpkg here. And yeah, I mean, what's echo off? What the hell is echo off? No idea. Well, let's run this now and see what happens, right? So let me not run that in admin. Let me run it in whatever shell we were using before, which is this. Oh, this is Winamp, okay. Install packages. So installing packages, overlaying path, this must exist and must be a directory. So this kind of works, you see. It already adds a a slash in it, which is weird. Right? What? This already adds a slash. Winamp vcpackage ports must be a directory. Okay, so we are looking at this instead. Okay, yeah, so that does what we expected to. All of that just to change the freaking logic here for vcpackage, which is weird. Echo off essentially makes it so you don't see patchback beforehand, so it doesn't display the command prompt you used. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Unlike Windows already installed, and then we are installing everything from where though? I do wonder if it's like installing things from vcpackage ports, right? So this is already. So xpath is FreeType is already installed, I think, right? So it's not going to try again. Oh, there you go. So it seems to be picking up everything from the right directories, which is in Winamp. So yeah. Okay. So it does make me wonder, like, why is this even a script? Why can't we just say, you know, do all of these things in the README file, right? Now, in the meantime, let's figure out what this is doing. Clean up the environment. So if this exists, we're going to remove external dependencies vcpackage. Okay. We're going to remove directory. Like, why? I don't see why this is needed. And they're also removing app data local vcpackage. In other words, where the cache is that where my vcpackage cache is? I kind of don't want to open this in front of you guys because I don't know what is going to be here, but I can check anyway. So what is this meant to be? So this is meant to be in app data, then you go back one, and you go to local and vcpackage. So this is literally removing all of this, which I guess is where the vcpackage stuff keeps the cache, right? So for example, if I were to take, oh, what day is it today? The 7th, right? So I guess this is where a bunch of things are cached into. Yeah, so the deleting cache, right? So the deleting the vcpackage cache. But why? Why is this necessary? I still don't understand why they're trying to delete the vcpackage cache. And if vcpackage exists, they delete that directory as well. So this is no longer needed, basically, for sure. These I'm going to keep in there because, I mean, it's dubious what they're doing, but there must be a logic for it, right? So this is the next thing I wanted to look into, which is unzipping whatever is in external dependencies CEF, which isn't even a thing here. So like, why is this here? So this is also something that shouldn't be in here, in my opinion. Yeah, it should not be in here at all. And before the screen freezes and we are only left wondering if Mark's computer is fried. No, I'm not executing this. I'm definitely not going to execute this on my naked computer. And there was a typo there. It should have just not been anything there. We are building though. We are building and we're doing okay so far. We're not clogging up the entire machine. Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of uncomment this, but definitely remove that because it shouldn't be here. I don't think this is a build. I mean, if it's a build dependency for it. Oh, wait a second. Maybe this is. Maybe we just haven't done the CEF thing, right? Because there are some weird scripts here. There you go. CEF.bat. What is this actually doing? What? This is using Python. Python 3 automate git download directory. DCEF branch. Dude, what the hell are they doing here? So my guess is that the CEF thing is a is another dependency, is another build dependency, right? Which is being downloaded, or we set some environment variables, and then we use a Python script to download something to D, like just hard coded DNS. So it doesn't give a shit if I don't have that file, if I don't have that drive in there. It would just try and download it there anyway. A particular branch of it. 5.4. What is this? It's not even like a hash. It's not even a git hash. We're going to take a look at this for sure. A minimal distribution, force clean with Pigo profiles. Automate git. Oh my god. Do we even want to start looking at this? This is getting like more difficult the more we go into it. Dude, what is this? Depot tools. So chromium.google source. So I guess it's something in Google's Git service. And there's a Bitbucket here as well. Chromium embedded CEF. Oh my god. They wrote an entire Python script just to download something, and then from what I can see here, completely like shift whatever is in the download. Like they're removing directories, they are Chromium embedded framework. Wait, so what is it? Is the download an instance of Chromium? Wait, what? Chromium embedded framework, right? CF. What exactly is it? The Chromium embedded framework, CF, is an open source software framework for embedding. Yeah, they're embedding a Chromium web browser within another application. I do not remember Winamp having this back in the day. Do you guys remember? Because I have no idea. This enables developers to add web browsing functionality to their application, as well as ability to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create the application's user interface or portions of it. Yeah, no, I'm aware of what this is. I just didn't know it was the Chromium instance thing that we're talking about. But it's what every app uses to have like an instance of a browser in their program. And it's stored in Bitbucket. Okay, so I see. This is downloading this and somehow also kind of building it. But why do it through like a massive Python script? It was used for radio streams. Wait, this is like, we're talking early 2000s here. Like, I do not remember Chromium being a thing. Chromium wasn't a thing back in the day, right? This must have been something that was added, well, kind of recently. Well, since Chromium became a thing, really, which is, you should search up swear words globally and look at the context. Swear words globally and look at the context. Okay, right. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many. There are so many of them. There was a page with radio links or something, but I remember a browser when... Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it wasn't Chromium, right? It definitely was not Chromium. It was like an instance of IE or whatever. Like, Chromium was not a thing until the late 2010s, I think, right? But, you know, I'm not questioning this. It makes sense that they've got Chromium in there. What doesn't make sense is that they've got a Python script that is quite literally 1.5 thousand lines to download CEF and add it as a build dependency. And this is actually copyrighted by Chromium. Oh, so this is something that Chromium provides. All rights reserved. Use of the source code is governed by a BSD style license that can be found in the license file. So this is code in BSD. So what does BSD do, right? So can you summarize the software BSD license? Because I'm pretty sure that's a weird one. That is one of them that, you know, if you kind of modify the source file, you have to, and you distribute it, you also have to push it back. So this might be yet another thing that they are doing wrong, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, America's online, and because America's online now, that means we can't use ChatGPT anymore. Let's try and just Google it. BSD software license. BSD MIT is permissive. You're thinking of copyleft licenses, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Is it actually working? That provides minimal restrictions on software redistribution. Okay, minimal restrictions on software redistribution. Here are the key points. Freedom to use. You can use, modify, and distribute the software freely in both open source and the proprietary projects. Yeah, fair enough. Then no, they're okay. They're okay. Yeah, my guess is that they've copied this as well from somewhere, right? Okay, the build did fail eventually, so we weren't able to build something. So free type. Please ensure you're using the latest port files with git pull and this. So free type is for text as graphics, right? I am not sure whether or not they need any of the ports they've got here, but it is something that I can kind of try and install it from the original VC package and see if it's going to work. I don't know what the error is either. So cmake error, command failed. So what is the error though? Let's see if we can at least identify what the error was. So we're downloading a bunch of stuff. What? This is just the same link over and over again, right? Why is it doing this? Command failed. CMake Ninja V. Interesting. I have no idea what's going on here, but this is very suspicious. Like, this is one link. Use mirror, Phoenix. Is it just like a bunch of mirrors? It's just a load of mirrors, right? So I guess it's just passing it like a bunch of mirrors that you can download if one of the URLs doesn't succeed. You just go to the next one. So this might not be the issue. Found external Ninja. Working directory equals this. See logs for information. Okay, let's see a log for information, shall we? So static md.log. CMake error. Could not find Brotli deck. So Brotli library. Okay, yeah, I've seen this one before. I've seen Brotli. So I guess it's just a build dependency that this is not getting, or like a transient dependency that this is not getting somehow. I think it's time to look at the comments. Yeah, let's look at the comments. Let's end this on a high, shall we? I'm not gonna say the word, but yeah, there's quite a few of these. Only 16. This is talking about arpeggio. I don't know what arpeggio is, if it's like the musical arpeggio. Remove this. I love this. This is a good one. They're using that instead of to do, yeah. I kind of figured. Wait, I saw What is that? What is this gem here? What is this? Shit call is fast call. Just like one define, just one macro that just, you know, typing fast call is too much. It must make it funnier. Wait, what? They've got keys in here. What are these private keys for? Oh, these are external dependencies as well. Oh, it's embed TLS. Never mind. So these are test files. Yeah, this is embed TLS. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, this word shows up in a private key. Can't believe the code that the compiler generated. This code is so the guy wrote some C or C++ code, compiled it, and then looked at, you know, the decompilation or the assembly generated for it, and thought, this is trash. I can do better, and he did it. He did it. This is a true developer right here, guys. This is what you should be aspiring to do. Oh my god, that shit isn't a private key. Yeah, it is. Yeah, see, this is what true developers do, by the way. This is what you should be aspiring to do. If your generated code is bad, you can write the assembly yourself. Biskit is the MVP. Another one here. And another one here. Yeah, this makes me think that this code is not very portable. There's like assembly everywhere, so it's not gonna compile well for other platforms, is it? But oh well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not even going to try to understand this. So I guess this is needed. This is needed. I'm not going to remove that. But yeah. Set the overlay ports to the directory ports. Okay. Yeah, it took us a while, but we were able to make like a tiny little improvement. Can we get a line count real quick? A line count of what? Which word you want? Let's look at how many to-dos were left, right? So, wait, where's the line count here? Why does it not give me a line count? There's a few instances of it, right? There's so many instances of this one, for example. Reset here. Of the code base. Oh, of the code base. Yeah, I mean, let me figure that out in Windows commands. So, line count of files in the directory Windows. So I want to find all of the files. There you go. So this sounds like a good one, doesn't it? So I'm going to do like the C++ files only, which are .cpp. They seem to be using .cpp, right? Let's go for .cpp and .header. Now, how long is this going to take though? Is it going to crash my computer? You know, in the meantime, I'm going to push that because I want to get some more Riz and be able to push a few PRs that actually make sense. Did the line count work? Oh boy. we have nearly 1 million of just C++ files. Now, if we do .h files, we can add these two together. So I'm gonna guess it's like 1.5 million overall or something like that. Maybe 1.2. 988,992 plus whatever the output of that will be. So this is still like, to put into perspective, this has got like just 1 million lines, under 1 million lines of code in C++ files, right? Which is still smaller than the number of lines of, oh no, never mind. It has nearly got to. But yeah, that's still smaller than the number of lines of code that I had in my first job. We had in my first job. I didn't write all of them, but we had about 3 million lines of code, which is ridiculous, really. But yeah, it's quite a lot of code, quite a lot of C++ code. And this is just, C and C++ code, which is ridiculous. That header metaprogramming. Yeah, they are doing some either metaprogramming or putting a lot of definitions in their headers, because this number is almost the same as this number, even though this number should be a lot less, because I guess header files are just supposed to be, your APIs, right? If you do it right. Except when you have like templates, but yeah. But it's an interesting one though. Anyway, let's go to wherever the hell we are, which was this. See if we can raise yet another PR. Can we do a draft one here? Yeah, there you go. I'll finish this like some other day. So for every one header file line, I have 4 and 5 in my projects. Yeah, it's about the same for me. So like I'll be surprised if I have like anything less than a 1:4 ratio, like header to C++ files. But yeah, it does depend on how much like template code you have and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, no one's going to look at this, but I am willing to actually kind of try and be helpful at least and help them a little bit. You don't know what copyleft means. Like, why raise a PR for this? Just raise an issue. Looks good to me, looks good to me. I guess, these guys are a little bit late now. This joke has gone. Why some projects are made header only? Well, header only are easy to include in a project when you think about it. You just have to have access to the header. You don't have to worry about the linking stage of things, right? So there's no link in there, which means you don't have to point your compiler to know where your library files are located, which makes header only files a little bit easier to include into your project, to integrate into your project. Now, that doesn't mean they are better though. Doesn't mean that having a header only library is better than having a library that has a library file. In fact, it doesn't mean anything. It just means it's header only, which means, yeah, it's just easier to integrate. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to continue this maybe tomorrow. I'm actually quite enjoying it. I don't know why, but I'm enjoying having to kind of look at the build instructions and figuring out how things are built and seeing how complicated this is compared to what it should be. But yeah, I mean, I'm finding it quite interesting, and also reading some of these issues here is interesting. Right now, it's probably about 1:1 ratio for my thesis project because I need to put a 25 kilobyte lookup table into my header files. Oh shit, yeah, that sounds interesting. But I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry that we weren't able to actually build this today. First of all, because I can't really figure out how to build it in just 2 hours. It seems like I need to do a lot more than that. And second of all, because I don't really trust this project. I don't want to run any of their scripts. I don't want to, nuke my PC. So I'm gonna, for the next stream, I'm gonna try and get a Windows VirtualBox, and then we we're going to go from there, basically. But anyway, love to all of you, and I'll see you guys, in maybe later on this week.